Hey everyone, what's up? It's Dunbar Snack Bar. I'll be providing a commentary here for MLB 2K10. I will be playing as the Atlanta Braves, and I'll be going up against the San Diego Padres. So two National League teams I'm looking at in my search for 2K11 franchise. Now, for the Braves, I'm going with Jair Jurgens. Now, this is going to be kind of exciting here for me just because with the team and with Jurgens, I'm not too familiar with either of them. And I don't think I've actually played as either the Braves or have had Jurgens on the mound for me at all in MLB 2K10. So this is definitely going to be learning on the fly. It's going to get kind of exciting here. We're going to start off with Hayward, though, who I think is the man. A lot of hype around him at the beginning of last season, and with his first Major League at-bat being a home run, I think he kind of started to live up to the hype here early on. I think it'd be cool to get Hayward for franchise mode in 2K11. One, because of his age and how good he is. There's definitely a lot of room for him to improve. So hopefully with some good trades on my part, I'll be able to acquire him. Now, since he is at second, he is in scoring position. Chipper Jones is going to be coming up to the plate. With this hit here in the left field, it's going to be absolutely no problem for Hayward to get home. So a good single by Chipper Jones, who almost gets a little bit too far off first. Also good RBI, too. I think it'd be cool to get Chipper Jones, too, because I've always loved Chipper Jones. So these two guys are really what's making me want to be the Braves. Now, Chipper Jones has been called one of, if not the best third baseman, not only in recent memory, but also in the history of the game, which is quite the compliment. So I think it'd be cool to get Chipper Jones. Now, if I end up not being the Braves, though, I'm not really going to take too much time, and I'm not going to invest too much into getting Chipper Jones. I hate to say it, though, just because of his age. His attributes are probably going to deteriorate over the next few seasons if he even stays. So the only way I'll get Chipper Jones if it's absolutely if I have a desperate need at third base and he's available, or I could acquire him pretty easily, I'd go with Chipper Jones. Now I'm going to be going up against Chris Young here with Jurgens. Haven't had a strikeout yet in the top of the third. In fact, things have been pretty boring, I think is the best way to put it here. Nothing really exciting has happened. Now, depending on who you are, I thought I'd add a little bit of excitement here because I get Chris Young back a little bit for hitting Hayward there at the beginning. We get him out, though, with the slider, so I'll accept that. But, yeah, not too much coming out of Jurgens. Now, it depends really on your personal preference. If you're if you're a guy whose pitcher you think needs to have a lot of flash and get a lot of strikeouts, Jurgens is definitely not doing that for me right now. But he is still executing pretty well because he's putting the ball on the ground. And he's putting it in positions like this where the defense behind him is able to get to the ball. So while, yes, the strikeouts have not been high, he's been doing a pretty good job of putting the ball in play in good situations here. Lee's going to end up stealing second, basically no problem at all. That stupid animation where he jumps off of second. Gosh, I wish I could change that. But here we go with Chris Young again. I decided I wasn't going to go ahead and hit him. Now, both of these pitchers, though, have been pretty accurate. I don't know if you saw Chris Young's, if you saw Jurgens' pitch count up top, but only 4 balls. I think that's 33 strikes now. So with accuracy like that, Jurgens definitely has enough stamina to be able to make it the rest of the game. With another K there, that adds 2, but again, we are on the top of the 5th. So nothing too exciting from a strikeout standpoint. But if he keeps on this pace and he stays this consistent with putting the ball in good positions, Jurgens could definitely end up pitching the whole game. As he obviously is at a shutout right now, as Atlanta is still up 1-0 off of that hit by Chipper Jones, which knocked in Hayward. There's a sinker, though. That's not bad. Now, the breaking balls for Jurgens really don't break as much as some of the other pitchers that I've gone up against, so I haven't been too excited with Jurgens. There's a good two-seam fastball, though, to get the strikeout there. So Jurgens is picking up a little bit, but nothing too exciting. And that's kind of disappointing because I always think about the Braves from the good old days when you had Maddox and Glavine and Smoltz. It was all about pitching. I think there's so many times that the Braves could have and probably should have won the World Series just because of their pitching alone, but it was just sad because the bats behind him wasn't contributing enough to the team And that's really what ended up hurting him. So that's kind of what's making me want to be the Braves too, is get him a well-deserved, I feel, a well-deserved World Series win. Derrek Lee, though, here is going to hit this one into right center, into my bullpen, finally adding excitement to the game. That is going to be a 2-run home run for Lee. 416 feet is not bad at all. So thank you, Derrek Lee, for a little bit of excitement here, as I am now up 3-0. So I feel a little more comfortable now. I mean, 1-0 is not good enough for me. I need to have a little bit of a bigger lead. To be honest, while I am more comfortable with 3, I'm still not 100% comfortable. Anytime there's a save situation, for me, I kind of feel like I could have done a little bit better. So a good hit by Lee by extending that out a little bit, adding a little insurance for me there. Still good hit. But like I was saying, I think I would like to be the Braves. I'm not 100% sure yet, though, of what team I'm going to be. I know I keep saying that, but that's really how I feel. There's a lot of teams that I would like to be, still some teams I'd like to try out. I've had some comments, too, on my YouTube channel, which have been kind of nice, recommendations, like to play as the Nationals or the Mets, and trying to rebuild the franchises of those two teams, which I think would be kind of cool to do. I'll probably do that for 2K12, though, is rebuild a team and see what I can do with them based on what I can do in the general manager area, executing some trades, some free agencies, or some free agent signings, things like that. So I'll probably do that for 2K12, but I probably won't do it in this one here just because there's a number of teams that I want to be just so I can win a long-deserved World Series for them. Now Young here is going to get the double, so that was a good hit by him to get him in scoring position early on in this inning. Definitely something that I need if I want to add a little bit more insurance. Definitely need to have those bats going, so nice job by Young to be able to get the double here. No outs, bottom of the 7th, Rick Ankiel on, at the plate here. Rick Ankiel's pretty sweet too. I remember watching him when I was a lot younger. I'm not saying that he's quite old yet. He's getting there. But I just remember watching him a long time ago. I can definitely tell that their pitcher's starting to wear down a little bit. With 3-0 too, I'm surprised they haven't pulled him out at the bottom of the 7th because I've really been careful on what pitches I'm looking at, which ones I'm swinging at, just because I definitely want to be a more effective batter. You'll notice from some of my player, I swing at some crazy pitches, and I think we all do who play the game, just because I want to get that big hit. So if I think it's close, I'll go for it. But on this one, it pays off to be conservative, to be patient. They now have 2 guys on the mound, or 2 guys on the plate. New pitcher coming to the mound, though. So Martin Prado here coming up to the plate. Let's see what he can do against this new pitcher. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge for him here, as we got 2 righties, 1 at the mound, 1 at the plate. That's usually a weakness. Let's see what happens here on this pitch to Prado. Hits this one left field. Love to see that arrow. There's 3 more runs for me, so thank you, Prado. I am now sitting back happy, and I'm feeling comfortable about this lead that I have. So good hit by Prado there, and good hits by the rest of my teammates to be able to get on the mound. And welcome to the game, buddy. That's how you welcome in a brand new pitcher. And sweet if it was on the first pitch here. I am now up quite a bit. Feeling comfortable. Braves are adding their excitement now. But this is getting kind of late in the game, so that's kind of worrying me. And I know I really shouldn't go off of one game to decide what team I want to be. I'll probably do a few more games here, but not the best first impression. Now, it's the 9th inning. And I thought for Jurgens, I'd bring out my manager here so that way I can get his stamina down a little bit, or get his stamina up, I guess I should say, because I am trying to pitch for a complete game shutout once again. Not too bad for Jurgens. Let's see what we can do here. That definitely helped, I can tell. 2-seam fastball going inside, going to fall into the strike zone. Not too bad by Jurgens on getting that. I'm definitely getting his breaking balls down. With that, though, that's going to seal the game for me. Jurgens ends up with a complete game shutout. Braves win this one. I don't know how I feel about the Braves. I think I'm going to think about this game for a little bit. Maybe play another one with them. But I do appreciate you dropping by, guys. It's always awesome to see the view count rise whenever I post something. So I do appreciate you guys dropping by. If there's anything you want to see, definitely let me know. Subscribe, please. Follow me on Twitter, whatever you'd like. But thanks for dropping by, guys. You